My name is Madam Eva, a biology teacher from Educare TZ, and I'm here again to take you through another topic of Form 4, which is genetics. And in this topic, we'll pass through the following subtopics: first, concept of genetics, genetic material, principle of inheritance, Mendel's law of inheritance, variations among organisms, genetic disorders, as well as application of genetics, which will mark the end of our topic. Today's session will pass through concept of genetics, and in this subtopic we'll have two sessions, this session and the next one. Starting with the meaning of genetics. Genetics is the branch of science that deals with the study of heredity and variation among organisms. Tunapozungumzia genetics tunamaanisha ni ule vinasaba, ni study ambayo inadili na heredity na variation, urithi na utofauti kati ya organisms. And now you can see heredity is the passing on features from parents to their offspring, while variation is the procession of characters that are different from that of parents. Tunapozungumzia genetics kwa ujumla tumeona ina include heredity na variation. Heredity ni kile kitendo cha characters kuwa passed from parents to offsprings, while variation ni those characters which appear to the offspring but do not appear in their parents. And then we are going to look on common terms used in genetics. The common terms used in genetics are a lot of, ziko nyingi, but because of ajili ya kuweza kugain insight vizuri, leo tutaangalia terms chache, and in the next session tutamalizia na other terms of genetics. Starting with the genome is the total sets of genes or genetic information of an organism. It contains all the information organism needed to function. That is the genome. Ni total set ya zile gene au tunasema sifa zote za organism, ambako inabeba information zote kwa ajili ya sifa za organism fulani ama characters za organism fulani. Another term is chromosomes, which are 3D-like structures of coiled DNA located in the nucleus of the cell. Chromosomes are made up of proteins known as histones and deoxyribonucleic acid. Tunapozungumzia chromosomes ziko in 3D-like, ziko kama nyuzi lakini zinakuwa located in the nucleus of the cell. And within the chromosomes tunapata kitu inaitwa histones na tunapata deoxyribonucleic acid, ama kwa kifupi tunaita DNA, na tutaenda kuangalia meanings zake kwa undani zaidi. Na here we can see that humans has 46 chromosomes in somatic cells and 23 reproductive cells. My dear Form 4 student, tunapozungumzia chromosomes ndo zile zinazobeba DNA, na katika organismu mzima tunapata kuna somatic cells na reproductive cells. Somatic cells ni seli nyingine za mwili zinazohusika na ukuaji wa kawaida wa mwili, lakini reproductive cells ni zile cells kwenye gametes ambazo zinahusika na mambo ya reproduction. And now tutajua kwamba in human, tukiconsider human, katika somatic cell anazo 46, lakini tukirudi kwenye reproductive cells anazo 23 chromosomes. Now we are going to look on the meaning of deoxyribonucleic acid, which stands for this word. Is the chemical name for a molecule that carries hereditary materials in all living organisms. The number of DNA varies among living organisms. Tunapozungumzia DNA ni molecule ambayo inahusika na mambo ya heredity kwa viumbe vyote, ambako heredity is molecules za heredity ambazo ni DNA zina vary among organisms kulingana na species. Now we are going to look on the meaning of gene. Gene is the unit of heredity that is transferred from the parent to the offspring and carries information that determines genetic characteristics of offspring. Tunapoangalia meaning ya gene, gene ni ile unit of inheritance. Kazi yake ni kubeba, ni kibeba heredity kutoka kwa parents kwenda kwenye offsprings. kwamba characteristics gani ambayo imetoka kwa mzazi imeenda kwa mtoto inadeterminiwa na hii gene imebeba nini. And also genetic information are responsible for many genetic characteristics such as height, color, blood type and etc. Kwa hiyo genetic information zinazokuwa carried by genes ni kama hizo characters kama vile blood type, color, height, hizo zote ni gene labda ya urefu, gene ya blood group fulani, gene ya rangi labda nyeupe na kadhalika. Also we can see the meaning of trait. Trait is a heritable genetic characteristic that an organism possesses and can distinguish one individual from another. Traits can be determined by the gene as well as the interaction with the environment. Tunapozungumzia trait ni kama sifa. Kwa hiyo ile character ambayo offspring ana-acquire kutoka kwa mzazi wake, hiyo tunaita trait. Na trait inadeterminiwa na gene. Ni gene, labda turudi kwenye color. Gene ilibeba color white. White ni trait. Hiyo trait ilitoka kwa mzazi ikabebwa na gene ya weupe ikaja kwa offspring. That is the meaning of the trait. And now we are going to look on the genotype and phenotype, and in which we can see genotype are the genetic contribution to a trait, while phenotype actual appearance of the trait. My dear student, tukiangalia genotype na phenotype. Phenotype physical appearance, lakini genotype genetic. Kwa G inaenda na genetic, phenotype physical appearance. Genotype ndio zile genetic contribution kwenye trait, lakini phenotype ni vile physical appearance kwenye trait. Mfano, mtu anaonekana ni mweusi, lakini contribution, genetic contribution maybe kuna weusi na weupe ndani mwake. That is all about genotype and the phenotype. Also, we can see another term which is allele. One of the two or more alternative forms of gene that appear at a particular location in a particular chromosomes. That is allele. For instance, ili mtu aweze kukamilika, let's say awe labda mweupe, lazima allele mbili ziunganike pamoja zitutengenezee gene. Kwa hiyo allele ni alternative way ya gene, alternative form ya gene ambayo ina stand kwa ajili ya kumrepresent gene. Alleles are responsible for determining the contrasting characteristics of an organism. For instance, two alleles designated T and may control the character for height, where T stands for tallness and T stands for shortness, as seen in this picture below. For instance, we can see in this picture, hizi hapa ni homologous chromosomes, chromosomes ambazo zinafanana, zinaonyesha allele ya urefu na ya ufupi, ambako combination ya hizi allele ikawa T and small t, capital T na small t, tunapata gene. Lakini zikiwa separate kama hivi ni allele. Kwa hiyo hizi zina determine the characteristics of the future offspring. Also, there is something locus. This is a specific position on a chromosome where a particular gene is located. The plural of gene locus is gene loci. And figure below is going to show us the gene for eye and hair color. Tunapozungumzia locus ni kama nyumba ya gene. Gene ya urefu, let's say, kwenye chromosome inakuwa located pale. Pale inakokuwa located ndio tunaita locus. And we can see here, this is the loci. Single one, zikiwa mbili zinakuwa ni locus. Kwa this region, kuna gene ambayo tunaiona ni eye color gene. Hii huwezi ukaiona, lakini inside ipo eye color. Pia hapa unaona kuna gene ya hair color. Kwa hii region ndio tunaita loci. Also, another terms we can see, there is haploid vis-a-vis diploid number of chromosomes. Haploid number of chromosomes refers to the half number of chromosomes in a nucleus of a cell. Number of chromosomes is denoted by N. Tunapozungumzia haploid number of chromosomes, as we saw, tumeona kwamba zinavari kulingana kwamba we are looking on somatic ama reproductive. Na hiyo tunapozungumzia haploid na diploid, tunazungumzia zile reproductive number of chromosomes. tukisema haploid ni half number of chromosomes, ambako tukisema ni half inakuwa denoted by letter N, inakuwa ni half the number of chromosomes, na pia tukizungumzia diploid inakuwa denoted by 2N, ambako tunasema kwamba is the complete set of a pair of chromosome in the nucleus of the cell, ambayo tunaita ni 2N. Also, we are going to look on this terminology homozygous vis-a-vis heterozygous. When we talk about homozygous, we can say is a genetic term that describes the state of an organism that possesses identical allele of a particular trait on similar loci of paired chromosomes. Example, RR for rough coat and RR for smooth coat. Tunapozungumzia homologous, tunaangalia kwamba zile same chromosomes ambazo zinakuwa zimebeba the same gene. Zinakuwa zimebeba the same gene located on the same loci. Hiyo ndo tunaita homologous chromosome. For instance, mtu anakuwa ni tall. Ukiangalia tall, gene yake nyingine ambayo imekuwa masked na yenyewe ni tall. Labda ni dominant tall. Ni tall moja kwa moja. Hiyo tunaita ni homologous chromosomes. Chromosomes zake zilizoungana kumtengeneza huyo kiumbe zilikuwa ni the same. Zilikuwa zina the same gene on the same loci. Also, we are going to look on the heterozygous. Heterozygous is a genetic term that describes the state for an organism that possesses different or non-identical alleles of a particular trait on similar loci on paired chromosomes. Example, this one RR, and we are going to consider this figure below for more understanding. Tunapozungumzia heterozygous, tunamaanisha kwamba tunakuwa na alleles of different trait zinakuwa located kwenye similar loci. Ina maana hizo chromosomes tutazita ni heterozygous chromosomes. As we see in this picture, this one is homozygous rough coat because in this chromosome we can see here is R and here is R. Zikiunganika tutapata homozygous rough coat. Also this one join together R na R, hii na tutaipata homozygous smooth coat, na pia hii we can see ni different alleles ziko kwenye loci of the same chromosome na tutapata heterozygous rough coat. Hope you understand well. And now we are going to look on dominant vis-a-vis recessive. Dominance refers to the relationship between two alleles of the same gene controlling the same trait, where one allele masks the expression of the other allele. Tunapozungumzia dominant ama tunaita dominance, hii tunamaanisha kwamba ni ile uhusiano ulioko katika two alleles ambazo ziko on the same gene na zinakuwa one allele ina mask the expression of the another allele. So that allele which masks the expression of the other allele, it can be referred as a dominant. Also, when we talk about recessive allele, we can see is the one that does not express itself in the presence of dominant one. So tunapokuwa na dominant allele, kuna allele nyingine ambayo imekuwa masked, haijawa expressed phenotypical. Hiyo allele tunaita ni recessive allele. For instance, you can see T for tall and T for short. That's kwamba unaweza ukakuta mtu ni mrefu lakini inside ni mfupi kwa sababu ya effect ya dominant and recessive alleles. And my good student, we pass through lots of terminology concerning our good topic of genetics, and there are a lot of terminologies. We will go through it on the next session, and this marks the end of our today's session, and I would like to invite you to pass through this task please try to define these terminologies including trait, genotype, phenotype, locus, as well as haploid number of chromosomes. Try to remind yourself so as you can broaden up your understanding. Thank you, my good students. Thank you also for keep watching this media, EducateZ, and I'm glad that you will be together with me in the next session.